Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Eric. How are you doing this
I'm doing
beautiful
well.
morning?
How about you on Motivation Monday?
Oh my gosh, Eric. I'm actually literally trying to motivate myself to go ahead and get motivated for the show. But I feel like I did well. I'm not fully dressed, but nobody needs to know that.
I think everybody knows that now.
Oh my gosh. Good morning, everybody. We had a awesome, relaxed weekend. Nothing too insane, nothing too crazy, non-eventful.
Wait a minute. Tell me you got pants on.
Yeah, I got shorts on,
Okay.
but no shoes or socks.
All right. I did like a national TV interview once with a suit top and shorts on the bottom with flip-flops.
Oh man, see, and nobody really knows. It's
And
the power
knows.
of the up above the I call them the neck ups.
Right.
Everything from the neck up looks good.
All right, before we get too carried away though, let's talk about the day.
Let's do it.
All right, it is national. You ready for it?
Yep.
National Margarita Day.
Oh shoot! Are you gonna have a margarita today, Eric?
I may have to.
Yeah. I feel like it's a needed scenario. I'm just going to go ahead and add all these people to the morning show. Guys, I tell you what, this is one of the coolest things that I've ever been a part of as far as like the Prescott Times in general. And obviously it's been a working progress and the progress of moving forward and actually seeing, people tuning in and actually being a part of this. I'm so very grateful for all of it. And the best thing about it, Eric, it's just going to get better. We're about a year and a half in, and it's just unbelievably insane. So we like to do on Mondays is Monday motivation. The motivation actually comes from what we have been doing and what is actually going on around us. And my world, it's kind of like you have to be able to acknowledge this stuff. Especially like when you walk around downtown, like Eric, and acknowledging the sounds of the birds. It's just something that you have to understand. So let me go ahead and just push a couple more buttons, and we'll be going.
It's good. So while you're doing that, I'll ask you questions. I mean, so Margarita Monday, where is your favorite margarita in town?
Eric, I actually do not like margaritas.
Whoa. That's like saying
I am not a margarita fan, and the only reason why I'm not a margarita fan is because it's the sweet and sour stuff that's in there. I forgot what it's called. They just put too much of that in there, and it just gives me freaking heartburn. I don't like that.
That's cheaper than the tequila. That's why they do that.
Well, my thing is that I actually am wanting to do just tequila straight. It is what it is.
For me, oof.
I guess there is an actual. Who accepts Bitcoin in Arizona? Well, if you're giving it away, Vivian, I'll take it. I don't know if you're giving away Bitcoin, but I'll take it if you want to give it to me.
Well, I heard this. Okay, so she opened that can of worms there. Nobody today, since it's down almost $10,000.
Yeah, so maybe that's the reason why she wants to buy, because it's down right now. Who knows? How did it drop so much?
Everything's online. There's even the pawn shops. Everything for Bitcoin is all about online exchanges.
So Eric, I know Eric has a tech YouTube video. He might be able to, or willing to come on it and talk about the Bitcoin at a different.
I actually filmed one yesterday that I still have to put up about Bitcoin.
Okay, well there you go. We'll wait until you go ahead and see it later on with Eric's YouTube, and Eric will put the link in the page whenever he gets a chance. But anyways, I'm going to start Instagram because I haven't been on Instagram in a while. So guys, this is the crazy part. Okay, so Motivation Monday comes with a little bit of, what would you say, you have to get up and do it. And then that might, like for instance, I'm just going to go ahead and put out a personal scenario, and hopefully my little nephew doesn't get upset with me. He calls me up and he goes, "Uncle, I want to go ahead and do this and do that and do this and do this and do that." And I said, "Hey, the key word right here is do it." And he goes, "Huh?" I said, "I don't care what you do, just do it. Don't lay back, don't sit back for it to come up, or this awesome door of opportunity is just going to be like, hey, and somebody's going to walk in and just pull you through. The thing is that if you don't do the things that you want to do, it will never be done. It will never get done. So I guess the motivation is this morning is that when I was talking earlier about the whole Prescott Times, is that I, woke up one day and it was like there was something that needed to be done. Our local news resources is kind of like going a different route where you have to have a paywall in order for you to go ahead and pay for information. And I thought to myself, like, that's not cool. I think that there should be an opportunity where if there's free information given, it should be free to the public. It should be free to the community. And above all, it shouldn't be held captive. So we woke up one day and I said, hey, let's do this. And all of a sudden, boom. And in a year and a half, we have definitely captivated a lot of our community, which has been definitely shown because definitely every time we walk out of the doors and go to a local public little like restaurant, store, just walking on the streets, people are acknowledging and people are saying good morning. And I really, really think that that's awesome. So thank you guys all for being out there. But once again, the motivation is this, is that if you want something, just do it. Just go out there and make it happen. And obviously this is something that's within, and don't let nothing get you down. I mean, even the old bleep stuff. So, we had a whole year of just nothing but, downing. Everything was downing. Everything was just like, oh, you can't do that because of that. You can't do this because of that. And, in my case, I'm always like, what? I could do anything I want to do. But I had to be a little bit more of a responsible party this past year because I didn't want to be that guy that was out there doing, things that were against rules and regulations and, just things that were suggested because we didn't want to do spreading the virus and stuff like that. So anyways, we're moving forward. And at this point in time, we have a lot of positives as far as I feel like things are opening up, things are being relaxed. But there is a couple of things that kind of make us wonder what is really going on. But until I get into that, Eric, tell everybody what motivates you to wake up in the morning.
This show, right? That intro.
There we go.
Yeah.
See, opportunity and happiness comes within the intro of life. Our show.
I love the talk you just did, and I'm thinking about it. It's coming up on a year since we've been doing this show, huh?
Yes. We I think we embarked on March something. I remember this. It was actually kind of crazy. I messaged Eric and I said, Eric, what you got going on? I think that there's an opportunity right now, and I wanted to know if you'd be willing to be involved and do a morning show. And obviously, the morning show just started. We just started showing up. Show up. There was a couple times where Eric, let's just not do it today. And you go like, no, man, no, we have to do it. And so this is what it is. It takes dedication. Obviously, it didn't really cost too much money to go ahead and start this up. It being granted, some of the stuff that we are using, which makes it look really professional, is something that Eric has found throughout the internet. And I really appreciate stuff like that. But it was very simple and very cost effective. And now we're here, taking our time to give something to our local community. And that's talking about what's going on in our local community. And I really, really appreciate this. But once again, we had to do it. In order for us to go ahead and get it done, we had to show up, we had to get up, and we had to do it.
It goes back to what you were saying a few minutes ago. I mean, first of all, we've been a huge supporter of this whole thing, that there's no better time to start a business than now, right? So go out there and do it. I mean, there is just no better time. There was more business. I think it's almost twice as many businesses started in 2020 than in 2019. So people are getting out there and doing it. So, but it just looks, I mean, I think about this production and the tools that we have at our hands here, and it's amazing, right? And it's cheap, and it's smooth, and for the most part, and it just look what we can do with. There's no production staff. I don't know if anybody knows, San Martin. It's just you and me putting this together.
Yeah, I mean, and it's simple. It's so simple that we don't have this big old huge production team. I was talking to AZTV, and the simplicity of it was mind blowing to them. They're just like, huh? What? what? Huh? And I was like, you just got to show up and do it. And they were so like, what? That's so easy. How in the world are you guys reaching that many people with just your simple task? And guys, I'm not on this big old huge video freaking production screen. I mean, we have that stuff, but it's just like we condensed it down to be able to enjoy it in the safety of our offices, our home offices, or even our office in general. And it's amazing, guys. So anyways, the
And
motivation.
we've had some great great guests. We've had some great guests come on. And I mean, I'm excited to see what else you can turn out this year, but good stuff for sure.
It is, and I'm so happy to be it. And I'm going to go ahead and stop with the motivation, because ultimately we still got some news that to go ahead and cover because of what happened. So, anyways, this is a couple of quotes that I just pulled up, and it's suitable for today and suitable for anybody that wants to go ahead and start up a business or even just get up and just do something with their lives. So, people with goals succeed because they know where they are going. So you got to have the mindset of where you want to be and where you are going. You got to command it, you got to demand it, and that's how you move forward. And success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. So guys, this is the motivation that you need in life. You have to go ahead and just show up, and you have to do it.
Have to do
So
it.
sometimes it's longer hours, We were talking about it this morning, and Ceci's like, how many hours do you think I put in? I said, well, there's a couple things. Your administration, and you're also behind the chair. I was like, by the time you're done, I think you're pulling about 10 to 11 to 12 hours a day. And it's kind of like mind blowing because obviously that's the time that you start. Say, for instance, we start at 5 o'clock in the morning around here. We got to get up. We got to start getting ready. We got to start doing our proper social marketing, and then we evaluate what's going to go on in the day, and that's kind of how the day starts. But it also it almost ends that way, so we have to prepare ourselves for the morning and stuff. So, anyways, guys,
lots of positive, lots of stuff going on here. I mean, everybody agrees. Consistency is the number one thing. So. You're on to it. I think it's a great motivational Monday, and I'm excited to see what kind of news has came out over the weekend.
Yes, and let me go ahead and get to that real quick. So some of the things that have been going on, the state has been issuing a whole bunch of information. I don't want to get too much into political jargon, but at the same time, you guys need to go ahead and check out our state news. The state news is showing that they are doing a lot of things to make sure that the state of Arizona and the people of Arizona is not going to be getting put into some sort of what they call big tech monopolies. So anyways, there was a couple things that Eric and I were talking about, or I just showed Eric that in Australia, the news agency is being charged or charging people to share their information, and it is getting a little bit kind of crazy. And that was on Facebook, but then they ended up, Facebook just said, "Hey, we're doing this," and it changed to be. It turned out to be not a good thing, but at the same time, it is what it happens.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen here. So the story on that, I know we're trying to stay local, but the story is the Australian government passed a law saying if you shared a news article on social media, the social media had to pay the news place. And I think that could be good for Prescott Times, right? But that's not good in general, and I think that's why Facebook pushed back. And that's the whole drama.
And one of the things is that we are trying to send everybody back to the PrescottTimes.com, so you do not have to go through these social avenues to get this information. Just FYI, everybody. So if you guys ever decide to go ahead and get off Instagram, Facebook, or even YouTube, you can always go to the PrescottTimes.com to get information, and also see some things that you probably weren't going to go ahead and pick up online. So it's a pretty big deal for us.
Friday was the YouTube thing. Did the person respond to you?
Yes. She oh man, that itself was an awesome scenario. I wish I could go ahead and pull up the name because I totally forgot. I'm so sorry. But anyways, I ended up sending her $100. Let me go ahead and just put the name out real quick so we could all be able to. Okay, Christy Lynn Engel, thank you so much for all your dedication and your help. The crazy part about this is that she was just so excited and so happy about the whole thing. But it was kind of crazy because it couldn't come to a better time. And I don't want to, put out her personal life, but it was a great blessing to go ahead and see somebody so happy and dedicated to actually helping us on Prescott Times. And I really do believe that that was like a godsend, in other words. So, anyways, I think this is what I can go ahead and say.
You can still subscribe. You can still like. Obviously, we definitely want to get that up, and we're also streamed on the website. I think, right?
Let me see, Eric. I don't even know if that's actually too. I think we're almost to 100. 100 subscribers. I think that's all we needed in order for us to have that thing given to us. So
well,
let
that's
me go
good.
ahead and check real quick. But this is what she says. She says, I can't believe it. You don't know how grateful I am for this. And it was, like I said, I don't want to put out her personal stuff, but it was just a perfect time for her. And so I was actually really, really happy to go ahead and give her that $100. And once again, guys, thank you all so much for helping us out and getting to let me go ahead and check it out.
And she's commenting, so said it's a godsend.
Oh, is she? I can't see it. I can't see it.
So, all right. Well,
What did she say?
She just said, it says it's a godsend. I am blessed by you. So, great stuff. And thanks for being so, just all over this Prescott Times thing and helping out.
Yes, thank you so very much. So I and that was the winner. So we're going to be putting out more of those. We actually have so much more to go ahead and give everybody. We're going to have okay. So I've been talking with so many businesses. We were going to be able to go ahead and help out and just do little giveaways for local businesses and people that are a part of our community, and it's going to be huge for everybody that's watching our show. So make sure you show up and make sure you obviously give us the love and appreciation. Press that like button, smash that like button. And if you guys want to go ahead and help and participate in the production of this, there is those little things on the bottom, and it's not that expensive, but they're stars. You can go ahead and set up to $1 worth of 250 stars and let us bling bling on our videos. So if you guys want to do something like that, that would be also welcoming, but you don't have to. You once again, this is free. You guys can watch this information for free. But let me go ahead and share with you guys one of the baddest things, but also the good things. And this has been a really big deal for the Yavapai County Sheriff's Department and PAN. If you guys don't know what PAN is, it's Prescott Area Narcotics Task Force. And I don't know if you guys all saw, but they actually started one for Prescott Valley as well, because they want to go ahead and stop the drug trades in Prescott, Arizona, the illegal drugs. And as you guys know, last week we were talking about marijuana, how it's legal, what is legal, and what's not legal. So now what we are talking about is methamphetamine. And methamphetamine has been like literally traveling through our highways for several years now. And it really is a bad drug for our community and people that are here. Good morning, Stephanie. So let me go ahead and just tell you this, the latest news report. And I won't get too crazy onto it because then you can go back to the Prescott Times to see all of this. So Yavapai County Sheriff's K-9 seized $150,000 worth of methamphetamine during a traffic stop. Man from Surprise, Arizona, arrested. The Yavapai County Sheriff's Office K-9 deputies were conducting routine patrol on I-17 north of Sunset Point in Yavapai County when they noticed the driver of a white 2014 Nissan Altima was driving recklessly. Don't do that if you're having. Never mind. I'm not going to give you guys any kind of like support because obviously, if you do something stupid, you're obviously going to get in trouble for it. The deputy pulled over the driver, 26-year-old Carlos Camarga Urias of Surprise, Arizona. I'm probably going to get murdered for not being able to pronounce that, but whatever. During the traffic stop, there were several red flags, and Camarga Urias was extremely nervous, so deputies searched his vehicle. Inside, they found several vacuum-sealed bags of methamphetamine weighing nearly 50 pounds. And then I'll go ahead and stop there, and you guys can go ahead and read the rest of that on the Prescott Times. But this is the second seizure from what the Yavapai County Sheriff has stated. Says the second major methamphetamine arrest our deputies have made in the last week.
Yeah, I saw something over the weekend. Was this the guy they said that was Yavapai County's one of their biggest drug dealers was busted over the weekend? Is this part of that, or was this the other arrest?
No. There's a few of them actually.
Okay.
So I will go ahead. Let me see.
There was a lot of drug busts this weekend for sure. Did I lose you, or are you reading? Uh-oh. think you're froze up there. I don't have that article in front of me. That's not good. Nope. And so Laura's actually saying in the chat that it's different. So the Yavapai County Sheriff's Department also did another big arrest this weekend, and so that's some pretty big stuff. So let's see here. Stand by for me 1 second. I don't know what's going on except for he is completely froze up. I don't know if he knows he is. Yep. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the. He's dropped off. So, guys, unfortunately, I don't have any of the other articles in front of me right now because San Martin was reading it today. So, outside of that, I mean, there was a couple of serious wind reports on Saturday. The wind was only supposed to be like 27 miles an hour. We didn't think much of it. And the Weather Service yesterday just kind of released that in some places, like Prescott Airport, the gusts got up to 40-something miles an hour. And there's places along the I-40 that got over 50 miles an hour. And a lot of places reporting some wind damage. So they wanted to know if you look at the weather, the Northern Arizona Weather, not channel, but department's page, if there was any other wind damage, because that's a lot of wind and that caused a lot of damage and it was kind of unexpected. So if you had that, they definitely want to hear about it and see photos and all that good stuff. Outside of that, I think we might have to end a little early today, just because I don't have any of the other news things. But I can tell you that there's a bunch of it on the PrescottTimes.com. It was all posted. There's also, some additional YouTube videos. There's some chats with some local businesses that San Martin has been doing. So you can go there and check it out. And again, I know he's going to do some more stuff with the YouTube channel. So please like and subscribe that, because there's stuff that's popping up on there that's not popping up on Facebook or Instagram. And so it's important that we appreciate you follow it. I think there's more competitions happening too, so that you can win some more things, like the $100 that was given away last week. So on that note, since I have lost to San Martin, I am going to wrap this up. So everybody have a great Motivation Monday, and be safe out there and enjoy the weather. Thanks, everybody.